Hello peeps, it's been a while since I last posted a review on YouTube.
For some reason, you have to take drugs in order to go into missions. Doesn't make sense.
Now, I know this isn't a game review, at least I hope you know by the name of the title saying UltimoFive Review Blend S, a simple cafe anime. But let's just roll with it. I introduce you to Blend S, an anime. It's about stuff. Who the hell wrote this? Blend S is an anime series produced by A1 Pictures and directed by Ryoji Masuyama and is based off the work of Miyoki Nakayama. It takes place at a cafe in modern-day Japan called Cafe Stile, a cafe which is about giving waitresses unique traits to act as, such as the intro of the anime goes over, sadistic, tsundere, little sister, big sister, and idol. It follows the work life of a high school girl named Maika Sakura Nomiya and starts out with her having issues finding a part-time job due to her scary eyes. This all changes after being scouted out by a foreigner from Italy named Dino, who owns Cafe Stile. She is hired as one of the waitresses of the cafe and given the role of sadistic, in which she must adapt to being cruel to customers rather than her normal nice self. I have nothing bad to say about Blend S's art style. Everything was smoothly animated and detailed. The background didn't really distract from what was going on, although when focusing on the background, there wasn't a lot of detail put into it. Now this is a good thing as well. Why would I want to be distracted by the background when I should be focusing on what's going on for the plot? Wait, hold on. Where's the plot actually? Well, when it comes to the story, there just isn't really a story. Now this isn't necessarily a bad thing that Blend S doesn't have any story or plot development, considering it's meant to be a slice of life anime. However, there is still an attempt at a plot that is sort of made, but I for one am glad that the plot doesn't develop. Now, what is this mysterious plot that sort of forms? Well, it revolves around Dino and Maika. Now, I'm gonna let you think about what it could possibly be, okay? Give up? Well, he loves her and wants to admit his ever-dying love for her. That isn't the bad part, though. The bad part is, he's 26. She's 16! As a matter of fact, the writers go out of their way to make the other characters joke about calling the police on Dino. And in one scene, he actually gets arrested for showing his love for Maika in public. But seriously, it doesn't have any story development or progression, and I for one love a good story to be told. Now, let's start with the intro of Blend S. The intro sequence soundtrack called the Bon Appetit S was performed by the group Blende. Blende is composed of the voice actresses from Maika, Kaho, and Mafuyu in the anime. Now, the intro sequence, although nice and catchy, did get repetitive after a few episodes, so I just ended up skipping it from then on. However, it isn't due to the repetitiveness that I skipped it, but was mostly due to the immense amount of memes made with the intro of the anime. The outro sequence soundtrack called Datarame na minus 2 plus ni ukru Blend Co. was by Blende as well, and was honestly far more creative than the intro. When a new character was introduced into the anime, they were also added to the outro sequence in some way or form. So the outro was slowly evolving throughout the course of the series. Rather than just skipping it, it is worth to watch it. As for the general sound design, it was nice. The composition of music for Blend S was composed by Tomoki Kikuya, and the music and sound effects throughout the anime matched with what was going on screen and fit the atmosphere very well. Plus, the voice actors matched their roles perfectly, with each character having an enjoyable voice to listen to. Honestly, I feel like any anime that doesn't have a dub is good. Not that animes with both a sub and dub are bad, but alternatively, what would you listen to? This?
私も欲しいものがあるとき、つい課金ボタンを探してしまうことがあるな。ですよね、ですよね。あなたたちね。
Or this?
Yes. Whenever I see something that I really want, I find myself looking for the pay button without even realizing it.
I know, right? Like all the time! Do you hear yourselves?
Yeah, that is what I thought. Most one-season animes tend to have awful dubs, and I am just really glad that they left it in sub and kept the amazing voice crew and left it alone. So in order to talk about the characters, I'm deciding on splitting them up and giving a few characteristics on them, and then going over them as a whole later. So let's get started. I'm going to start with Maika. In my opinion, the character that Blend-S revolves around. Maika Sakuranomiya. Her server role at the cafe is sadistic, to be cruel to the customers, even though she would rather be nice with a friendly smile. She comes from a traditional Japanese household with a family of wealth. She's also completely oblivious to Dino's love for her, which is also good. Occasionally, she comes off as scary and intimidating, but under that, she is actually very sweet. She's also very fascinated with foreign countries and cultures and wishes to travel and explore the world. Up next is Dino. His full name is Dino. He doesn't really have a last name actually. He comes off as a perv by the other employees. He's completely in love with Maika, goes out of his way even to make sure she is happy. Honestly, he acts a little pedophilish, but I'm pretty sure it's for comedic effect. He comes from a different country, which is Italy, and is weird and eccentric. He's interested in anime to the point of staying up all night and being sleepy when the cafe opens. He often gets nosebleeds when he gets very excited. He works in the kitchen with Koyo and takes care of Owner, a dog that he took in on Maika's request. Up next is Kaho. Her full name is Kaho Hinata. Her server role at the cafe is tsundere, to be cold or disinterested towards customers. She loves video gaming, in which her habits causes her to quickly run out of money actually. Her video gaming also keeps her from working hard in school because she spends so much time at the arcade. She is very carefree and cheerful as well. Next is Mifuyu. Her full name is Mifuyu Hoshikawa, and her server role at the cafe is Little Sister. This is due to her petite and young figure that Dino chose this. She's actually very mature and rarely shows any kind of emotion. She loves the animated series Magical Frill, in which she shows extreme excitement for, and is the only thing she rarely shows her emotion towards. She tends to help Maika and Kaho like an older sister, even though she doesn't fully accept Kaho as a little sister due to Kaho's body figure. She typically gets after Dino for his laziness and exhaustion, or even his perviness towards Maika mostly. Next is Miyu. Her full name is Miyu Amano, and her server role at the cafe is Big Sister. She only works at the cafe as a part-time employee though. Her full-time job is to draw adult comics for a group called the Hanazono Folder. She was scouted out to work at Cafe Stile, but accepted in order to get inspiration for her doujinshi. Occasionally, she's pervy due to her full-time job. She tries to incorporate pervy nature into her server role as well. Last of the servers is Hideri. Her full name is Hideri Kanzaki. Her server role at the cafe is idol, and... What? What do you mean she is a he? Oh. Okay then. Well, his server role at the cafe is to be an idol, and he does this to show his family that he is talented so he doesn't have to inherit the family farm and work. Despite acting like a cute girl, he accidentally will become manly. He is incredibly narcissistic, honestly. He also helps Dino try to get closer to Maika. However, Dino usually messes up the opportunity. Last up is Koyo. His full name is Koyo Akizuki, and his role at Cafe Stile is essentially head chef. He's mainly serious and tends to be more focused on his job and current activity. He often has to cook alone due to Dino's laziness and exhaustion from staying up late and watching anime. He loves Yuri and wants to see female customers be friendly to each other. He is a video gamer, just like Kaho, but is usually flustered whenever he accidentally sees Kaho's breast. Now that we are done with going over some characteristics and personalities of the characters, let's talk about them. They are good, but not just plain good, they are fantastic good. I didn't hate a single character, honestly. Except for maybe the cat in episode 1. I mean, that was really rude of the cat to get scared of her. None of the characters are annoying at all, honestly, because of the voice actors matching their personalities. They all were alive and funny. All in all, the characters were just simply enjoyable and unique. I loved watching this anime, but this isn't the end of the review. I got but one little part left. Now, this is something new I am doing. So instead of getting you guys all confused and everything, I'm going to go over it and explain how I'm going to be doing this. First, I will be giving a grade on each topic: animation and art style, storyboard and plot, ambience and sound, and character rating. My grading scale is a bit weird, but for each topic I will give either an F up to an S, F being the lowest and S being the highest. Now let's get to it. Onto the animation! The animation and art style was very good. Not bad at all. No random things in the background to take the attention away from what is really going on, or any bad detail. Everything was clean and smooth. The only downside to the art style is that more time and detail could have gone into the background. I just feel at times it was just too basic when compared to the other scenes. And for that, I am actually giving animation and art style an A. The story and plot was empty. Now again, I know this isn't bad, due to it being a slice of life genre of anime, but at the same time, why? Throughout the anime, Dino was pressing on trying to advance his love with Micah, and then all of a sudden he stopped during the last episode. He was acting professional and mature. Still, I'm glad that nothing romantic happened. It would be very uncomforting, but due to this, I still have to give Blend S a D for the story. It just wasn't existent, and they erased what could have been a story. The sound and music openings were just fantastic. Truly, I liked it. All sound effects matched for what was going on screen, and the background music matched fairly well too. I didn't have to just pause the anime and laugh due to the music being abnormally there. The intro of the show was good, yes, but repetitive, so I'll be having to give it a B. As for the outro, it deserves an S. Now, why does the outro get an S? Well, it is because it is creative and unique. Not that many animes change their outros in order to keep up with new characters being introduced. But all in all, I'll be giving the anime an A grade for its sound and music. The characters. What do I really have to say? They're just amazing. I didn't really cringe at all with them being on screen, and I even went back sometimes due to the scene being so funny that I enjoyed seeing it a second time. They are all lovable. Yes, even the Trap, as weird as that may be, he's a good character, especially when breaking character to act more boyish than girly. For this, I rate the characters with an S. It may be some time before I find another anime with a full cast I really enjoy. So, what am I going to give this anime as a final grade? Well, honestly, I loved the anime, and I would probably watch this again due to how good it is. Sure, there are a few letdowns, such as the non-existent plot, but I think I can live with that. I will end this review with a B++. It would have been better if there was a story attached, or they didn't just throw away the manager's feelings from Micah at the end, but sadly, this is what we're left with. And even though this is what we were left with, I loved it. Thanks for watching, peeps. Have any comments about the review? Why not add them in the comment section below? And while you're yelling at me about stuff I forgot, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share with friends. Helps me out a lot. I'll see you peeps on the next review. Bye!